Today I want to teach you alias. Alias is the name you give to a column or table to give it a new name. It can be used to, for example, define a formula. So let's begin to find out what it is. You want to get the list of products. So that would be select everything from products. The price is, for example, in US dollar. So I want it to be in Canadian dollar. So I can make it right down. Price multiplied by 1.3. So that would be expression 1000. Expression 1000 is not self-explanatory. You cannot find out what it is. So let's give it a name. So we can use as a new name. That would be the Canadian dollar. Or you can simply put price CAD. If you want it to have spaces in between, you have to put it into brackets. Price in CAD. As another example, let's get the list of all employees. So now imagine that we want first name and last name to be together to have the full name. So we can say first name plus it's a concatenation. So the last name, that would be expression 1000 again, and we can write as full name. And again, other fields. Okay, that is full name. So if I want space in between, we can have another expression here. So in space, so for a space, we have to use quotations. So now you have space between first name and last name. In SQL Server, you have also another function to do that. So let's get the list of employees. For that, we have a function called concat, and then the parameters would be the name of the field and everything that I want to be concatenated together. So first name and last name. See, Nancy Duvolio. So we can say as full name. Full name. If I want another string in between, the text can have that here also. So that would be Nancy space and Duvolio. Actually, as is optional, so there is no need to write it. I can also delete it and still the same result. But I really recommend using it because that makes your code more readable. Even here, you can omit that. Oh, excuse me. In that case, no. We cannot have the same result. Same result is only achieved in SQL Server. Another application of Alias is when you want to give a better name for the tables with column names that are not explanatory. For example, imagine that the name is something like emp ID and I want it to be employee ID. Look at this table. The column names are emp name or emp ID, and it's not that self-explanatory. So I can write it as emp ID as employee ID and emp name as employee name. See, employee ID and employee name is a better name than emp ID and emp name. You can also give an alias to a table, especially when you have two or more tables and you don't want to use a long name. So you can write employees as E and then E, so you have the same result. So, and you can say E dot last name, so it will give you the last name from employee. I will teach you about this syntax when I talk about joining two or more tables.